welcome back to my channel. So for today's Vlogmas video, we are actually going to be talking about mindfulness. Now, if you read my blog or have ever looked at my blog, you may have noticed that this month my guest posts have been kind of centered around the idea of mindfulness. And that was because honestly, the holiday season is one of the hardest times, in my opinion at least, to practice mindfulness. Because we are so busy, we're shopping, we're wrapping, we have parties and we have this and we have that, and sometimes it's hard and we forget to practice mindfulness. Now, I also wanted to mention, like I did in my first video, that right now on my blog I'm actually doing 8 days of Vlogmas because I kind of missed the train on doing the full month of Vlogmas, and then I missed the train on doing 12 days of Vlogmas. I went ahead and just did my own little spin on Vlogmas. So I'm doing 8 days of Vlogmas, which is a blog post every single day up until the 25th of December, so Christmas Day. You will be getting a video. So I'm actually going to be having a post that is very similar to this topic down in the description below. You can click the link and read it. It is actually a guest post. Also in that post there are 2 links that are to the other 2 posts that are in this little series that I have on my blog this month. What is mindfulness? This was something that I kind of had to research myself, and I actually had to kind of sit down and say, okay, what is mindfulness? Because like obviously I know what mindful is, but I feel like mindfulness is a little bit different. In a sense, it's not exactly the same as just being mindful. It is, but it's not. Like, it's a tad different. This is more of a noun. This is something that you actually do versus like thinking it. Do you know what I mean? I went ahead and I Googled define mindfulness, which if you didn't know, you can Google and it'll pop up definition. So that's what I did. And I actually have some notes. So I'm actually going to be reading some notes right down here. Over the definition, just because I could never like remember exactly word for word verbatim and tell y'all, you know. So I'm gonna read Google's definition, and there's actually 2 definitions that I popped up that I actually really like for this idea of mindfulness. So the first definition is the quality or state of being aware or conscious of something. So basically what it says is just being aware and being conscious of what's going on around you. The second definition goes into a little bit more depth, in my opinion, and that is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment, while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and body sensations, used as a therapeutic technique. Now, it lost me when I got to the therapeutic technique part. I didn't quite understand that bit, but I do kind of grasp the like general statement, if you get what I'm saying. It's basically just more in depth of the first one. So upon doing that, I actually had a couple websites pop up kind of, you know, talking about mindfulness, and I found one website that I just genuinely loved, and I found this article that just really encaptured like defining mindfulness from different sources. So I'm actually going ahead and going to leave that website, that article, down in the description below. You can click that, and then there's tons of different definitions, all kind of meaning the same thing, but it goes into better description about like what mindfulness is. So these are actually 2 definitions that I found that I really enjoyed and that I think definitely describe mindfulness in a very good light. So this first one is actually from mindful.org, and it states, mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we are doing, and not overly reacting or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. So basically being aware of our surroundings is what it's saying. And then the second one is actually from Lifehacker, which I believe is a website. I could be incredibly wrong, but I believe is a website. And this is more of a quote, not really a definition. So just mind that. A lot of these are verbatim, so that's why I'm reading them versus just like summarizing, because I feel like the verbatim, like what they said, is really well written. This one reads, mindfulness has many synonyms. You could call it awareness, attention, focus, presence, or vigilance. The opposite then is not just mindlessness, but also distractedness, inattention, and and lack of engagement. So basically what that's saying is like, that kind of encompasses what mindfulness is. It's saying that mindfulness can be awareness, presence, vigilance, attention. Basically, mindfulness is the idea that like you are giving someone your full undivided attention. But what I love about this statement is also that it says, you know, the opposite of that is that it's not just mindlessness. I love that mindfulness is kind of one of those, it is a big broad picture. It's not like a perfect little thing. Obviously it means multiple different things. So take that into mind when you are thinking about mindfulness. So now that we've kind of defined what mindfulness is, I want to talk about how to be mindful during the holiday season and how to kind of make sure that you are practicing mindfulness. I know personally I have always struggled with this over the past couple years. I definitely think that this is the first year that I really am doing like pretty good at practicing it, and I'm actually like living it, and I'm so excited to say that. But a lot of it is because I'm doing YouTube, and weirdly enough, like doing YouTube has kept me very present and in the moment. And a lot of people say, you know, how do you stay present in the moment when you're vlogging? How are you in the moment but yet recording it? And for me personally, recording it, I still talk to the people. It's not like I expect anybody to jump through hoops to be in a vlog, or, you know, I just vlog my life, and it really does kind of help me to stay in the moment. And it's so funny because that's one thing that people ask me a lot is, how do you stay mindful, or how do you stay in present when vlogging? And honestly, you just do. Like, I don't act as if I'm behind the scenes when I'm vlogging. I act as if I'm in that moment and I'm doing exactly what I would normally be doing, just recording it. You know what I mean? So here are a few tips on how to stay mindful during the holiday season. The first tip I have is to start early. The one thing that I see a lot of people doing is shopping now, like literally starting their Christmas shopping today, like the 16th of November or December. And honestly, that's not good. Not because, you know, like obviously I understand like if you are waiting to get paid or whatever, you know, I do understand that. But in my personal opinion, start early. The sales really aren't that great sometimes. Sometimes things don't ever go on sale and you end up buying them full price, or they sell out because they're popular. Don't wait till the last minute if you can to start Christmas shopping. The second tip that I have for you today is actually to get organized. Get organized before December. Christmas shopping, if you are a blogger, okay, let me rephrase. Let me go back. If you are a blogger or a YouTuber or any form of social media person, okay, let me just say this. Start planning what you are going to be doing in the month of December in October, which sounds crazy. I personally know. I'm not saying have it set in stone, but start planning, start getting an idea of like, okay, I'm gonna want to put this out, I want to put this out, I want to do this, I want to do that. Start getting yourself organized and prepared, because December is a busy month. Obviously, if you don't celebrate Christmas, or if you're not, you know, into it all, maybe it's not, but for most of us, we are busy. This month is full of just busy, between having to shop and wrap and just doing Christmassy things and holiday things and parties, and you want to do this, you know, it is a busy month. That's one of those things that like I love and hate about December. December is so busy and it goes so quickly, but I do so much, and that's kind of something I love that part. Going to see Christmas lights and going to do different Christmassy things and just going to the mall with my family and things like that. I do love that. Like, that is stuff I genuinely enjoy. Honestly, get organized even if it's not the holiday season, because organization is key to, like, in my opinion, to like a happy life. So the third tip is actually to plan out things. So start your planning early as far as like stuff you're gonna do. So if you know that you want to go see Christmas lights, you want to go to some sort of churchy event, or you need to schedule out time for shopping, you want to spend time with your mom or stuff like that, plan it out. You don't have to plan this out super in advance, but like it, and I personally don't do this. I'm just weird, but like when I plan out videos early, right? But I don't plan out like events and stuff. But if you are kind of busy and you need to make sure you have time to do all the fun Christmassy related stuff, write it down in your planner. Even if it's vague, just dinner with mom or Christmas lights, even if you don't necessarily know who you're gonna go with or exactly where you're gonna go, just plan it out, because then you don't make plans for that time slot. You have this that you want to do during that time, so you don't plan to do something else. You know what I'm saying? So the fourth tip that I have for y'all today is actually to put your phone down, which is hard for me to say because obviously I make videos on my phone and I do social media and blogging and YouTube and all of that good jazz, right? So it's hard for me to say like put your phone down. But like if you go out to dinner with your friends or your family, or you go to the Christmas lights, or you go shopping, put your phone down, put it in your purse. You don't have to turn it off, but put it up. Don't check it every 10 seconds. You're never gonna get this time back, so just put it up and let it, don't let it be this whole big thing. Just put your phone down, be in the moment, and that is, truthfully, that's what mindfulness is being in the moment. And the fifth and final tip that I have for you today, and the one that I personally need to start taking more, is to take care of yourself. I know it's hard during the Christmas time because you want to do and please everyone around you. But you need to take time for yourself. You need to give yourself a break. You need to say enough is enough. You need to spend a day doing everything that you have to do that is not the house, so that way you can take a day to yourself. Obviously, if you're a mom, maybe it's a little different, but if you're a young adult like me and you don't have children, you just have a boyfriend or you're single or whatever, take time for yourself. It is so important. I have preached to so many people. You need to take time for yourself. You need to give yourself a mental health day. You need to give yourself a mental health hour. You need to practice 30-minute rule. You need to do something, but you need to take time for yourself. And during the holiday season is probably the biggest time when we don't do that. And honestly, it's kind of sad. Like, we don't take time for ourselves because we're so busy trying to please everybody else around us, and we don't even think about ourselves. And a lot of us, that's just how we are, and that's how we function. We don't even realize it. And then January comes and we're just like, oh my god, I'm dead, I'm dying. And you want to know why? Because we spent all of December focusing on everybody else. We didn't focus on ourselves. We focused on every single person but ourselves. And you need to focus on yourself. Alright guys, so those are my tips for being mindful and practicing mindfulness during the Christmas or holiday season. If you like this video, go ahead, please give it a big thumbs up. It means the world to me. Also, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead, click the red subscribe button right down below. I don't know, it's like over a little bit, wherever it's at. Also, click the little bell that's next to it and you get notified every time I upload new videos, which you may want to do because I may continue to make videos every day. I probably, maybe will, I don't know. I haven't decided still. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye guys.